Tonight on Team Voodoo Adventures.
It's really nice to be able to come out here and be leaving before dark, especially on an afternoon hunt. Now, of course, every animal can make its own decision and can do whatever it wants, but they're not pressured over here, and that makes for extremely good hunting.
Oh, dude.
Stick around for more, starting right now.
Back home in the Atchafalaya Basin, finally. Oklahoma was very good to us, but I've been hunting and wandering these swamps my whole life, and there's just nothing like it. The connection I feel to these woods and waters, the countless hours and days spent cultivating a healthy population of whitetail whenever and wherever I can. And that is the key: management, cultivation. To grow a herd of deer from spikes to racks, along with a good balance of females. It's a long process. It takes years. But if you have the patience and you play your cards right, the benefits are overwhelming. The delicate balance of life here is tremendous and breathtaking. But it requires an ever watchful eye. For in order to keep this balance healthy and thriving, we must always be on the lookout for the yin to this yang. This is the equation that can disrupt the entire system, an invasive species entirely out of our control to eliminate, and we only hope to keep it in check. While it takes years to cultivate a herd of deer, it only takes a few months to be overrun with hogs. So prior to the rut, we decided to do our best to clean up some of the infestation that has reared its ugly head once again. quite as effective as White Bean's team of dogs, it will put a small dent in it and supply us with plenty of fresh pork.
Well, they went from almost 200 yards to not even 50 yards. I picked the lead pig. I love mixing my venison, my deer meat, with wild pork, and that's gonna do it for me. Go down there, go check them out. And we're gonna see what else happens.
Here she is. She's about 100-pound sow. Perfect meat to put in the freezer. I gotta go back, get the Yanmar, load her up, and start cleaning her. But like I said before, it's really nice to be able to come out here and be leaving before dark, especially on an afternoon hunt. Now, of course, every animal can make its own decision and can do whatever it wants, but they're not pressured over here, and that makes for extremely good hunting. If y'all want to put some fresh bacon, venison in the box, maybe come out here and get a couple ducks, this is the place to be, guys. Perfect shot. As y'all can see, I shot her right there in the neck. She hit the ground. No meat damaged, but it was a pretty easy shot. 50 yards, of course. Y'all hang around. We're gonna have way more when we come back. I'm gonna take 1 minute to tell y'all about a product that we're using out here on the show. It's a Yanmar side by side. This thing is relentless in the water, and I honestly don't know what I would do without it. This thing, I mean, look, not even straining. It's a good little drive where we normally hunt back there, and you gotta follow the critters out here in Bayou hunting. Having this Yanmar makes the world of difference out here. Pick up a hog in the Yanmar and haul it back to the service Chevy Silverado, baby. There's my hog. That's right, baby. Gonna have some bacon in the box. Y'all go ahead and stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot more fun when we come back. All right, guys, we're over here at Guardian Preservation Systems today. I'm here with Jim and Josh, and they're gonna show us exactly what their product does.
Certainly. What we have here is a moisture bearing material, and what we're gonna do is package up any type of equipment, electronics, pumps, anything you can think of for long-term storage. Our process involves purging with inert gas. What that does is removes all the oxidizing agents from the atmosphere. That item can now be stored long-term without any risk of corrosion, moisture, debris, anything like that.
Is there any size restrictions on the products? Can it be real small? Can it be real big? Or is there certain sizes y'all can and can't do?
We can go from anything as small as you can imagine, basically up to the size of a vehicle, or even bigger if you'd like.
How long does the material actually protect what you're putting inside of it?
It's indefinite. Once this item's stored and created, as you see in the process we're about to do here, there's really no time limit to it. Basically what we'll do is gonna actually purge the inside of this bag with nitrogen. And at that point, we actually use our meters and sensors to detect how much moisture is left inside. At that point, once we find an acceptable level, we'll actually go ahead and vacuum seal that equipment. Basically at that point it's preserved.
So, Mr. Jim, once this is all done, how do you know what's inside the bag if you have several products?
Oh, good question. Let me show you on this finished product over here. On every package we do, we put one of our Guardian chips on. I've got a little app on my phone that'll read that chip. I can come up and scan it, and within just a few seconds, it'll pull up any documents, pictures that we put on here. And here's the meters before, a picture of the gearbox, the finished wrap product. All that information is right here, basically on the chip, where we've got all the pictures, the documents, inspection reports, steel mill certifications, hydro testing reports, whatever the client wants to give us to associate with that Guardian chip.
So y'all could have 100, if not more, boxes all the same size.
Right.
All you need is that little chip on there, and you can walk through your warehouse and see exactly what's in every single box.
That's correct.
That is awesome.
Yes, sir. So, Jude, one other thing we do is we build crates to fit the equipment. Like these crates here we built with the Cornerstone valve seats. We build vinyl jackets
Oh, goodness.
to fit. Okay, this is a 50 by 35 foot jacket here for a customer, but we build custom fit jackets for single flying lead reel covers, calm buoys, any type of equipment that needs to be protected from the UV. Make a great fit for boats and ATVs as well.
So any size.
Any size.
Golly.
Any size.
Check them out, guardianpreservation.net.
Right now at Ardco Equipment, get the best deals on all our implements and attachments from the top brands in the country. And now, for the first time ever, all Yanmar tractors come with a 10-year, 3,000-hour powertrain warranty. Get more time in the field without the worry of wear and tear on your engine, drivetrain, transmission, or axles. Come into Ardco Equipment today to see all the top brands available for rent or purchase. And see why we say, when the only road is no road, it's Ardco Equipment. Team Voodoo knows how to get around South Louisiana, and that's in a Chevrolet Silverado Z71, nicknamed Ogan. Service Chevrolet Cadillac is your access to the latest and greatest Chevy has to offer. Located on Ambassador Caffrey, this is your one-stop shop for Cadillac and Chevrolet. Stop in today and let them put you in your next adventure.
The cold season has finally settled in the swamp. This is the time when deer stands are full and the herd is on the move to eat, stay warm, and breed. My particularly favorite time of the year. There is, however, one more factor in the equation that can drive out your population, and that's predators. Like this unsuspecting coyote.
Alright guys, we're seeing several deer crossing. And we're trying to wonder why the deer are not on our end. Well, we just figured it out. There was a coyote apparently kind of prancing around the woods. It took us a little while to get on him, but we finally did. Beautiful. He has an orange coat to him. It's a beautiful coyote. We went ahead and take him because I'd rather a gunshot mess up my hunt than a coyote. And that's one less fawn snatcher on the property out here. Predator hunting is a necessity, especially when there are no predators for those predators except for us. Whenever given the opportunity, you need to take one as well. We're gonna sit back. I'm almost positive the Sandman didn't scare off every deer in the world. We're gonna see if we can continue to chase an Ironhide. Stop. I think the stand's shaking a little bit. It is, yeah. But every little micro move. It's gonna mess up my shot at a distance like that. I would have to be laying down on the ground in front of the blind. Right. That would be cool. That's him. Damn, he got some. That's him. You ready? Or you want? Ready? Here we go.
At the time, I believed this deer to be none other than the legendary Ironhide. If you've seen any of the past season shows, then you're aware of the many encounters and misses on this old buck. If you haven't seen our previous seasons, don't worry, the story only gets more interesting from here. We were specifically targeting Ironhide this season, and on this cold January morning, my eyes were hungry for this deer to be him. I bolted out of the stand, not wanting him to get away as he had so many times before. I followed what blood I could find in this flooded forest. When we found him, unfortunately, regardless of what you're about to hear, this is not Ironhide. You can even watch the doubt grow in me as soon as I realized he had really tall brow tines.
That's gotta be. This is a deer that we call Ironhide out here, guys. He 2 years ago, 3 seasons ago, I shot at this deer. The stand over, and he ran this way. We never saw him again. Today,
I've been trying to make a plan, trying to get on him. I knew he was living in this area. In and out of these woods, in and out of these woods, trying. Look at them G2s, y'all. Look at them brow tines. Today he walks out behind a spike of all animals. I thought he was gonna be behind a doe. And I put a shot on him. He didn't, he fell, got up, and took off. And I thought my world was over again for the second time. The exact same guys. We didn't catch pictures of him last year. We got pictures of him this year. We could tell those super long G2s and barely any G3s, the big long brow tines, and you can just tell he's just a massive animal. I don't know if y'all getting a good look at him or not, but I mean, dude, he's clearly, I don't know, 15, 16 inches wide. It's a good swamp basin buck. Look at those brow tines. I am gonna put a tag on him and we will drag him out. Ironhide lives on for another hunt. Once we learned that it wasn't him, we named this buck Basin Bomber for blowing up our trail to find Ironhide. And we knew for a fact it wasn't him, because this is him right here. But hold on, because next week's episode is all about this legend.
Okay, take two. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, I'm gonna hold him there for 1, 2, 3.
Go check out some of our previous encounters with Ironhide by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram too. Living in the land that I love. I'm your host, Jude Mike, and this has been part 1 of the greatest legend on Team Voodoo Adventures.
Rob me of courage, my heart's a natural ghost. It's been too long, let's get away from the cold. Where would you go? I'll take you there. It's a long way to anywhere. I will not wait or worry, knowing that life's a hurry. If all we have is breath, my love, our bodies taken from the dust. There's no time to waste, my dear. We're only here so many years. Rob me of feeling if I'd be better off now. Stand your ground, though it may be easy to run. We'll make it through. I'm here for you, no matter what they're saying. We won't crash, we never have, though the waves are raging. If all we have is breath, our love, our bodies taken from the dust. There's no time to waste, my dear. We're only here so many years.
My dear, I won't be running from the truth. And now's the time to make a stand.